One, now anytime the blade goes there, now it speeds up.
That just looks like a cat fight.
Okay? What it does, it teaches the other person.
So Pete, before I get your qualifications wrong, are you a black belt?
Yes, I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, training for about 20 years.
20 years. And then the artist side of the couch could also give us a...
And Zoe's qualifications are she's
Judo green belt, which is 3 away from black. Am I right? Blue, purple.
No, there's no purple. Blue, brown.
Blue, brown, black. So it's basically the same as jiu-jitsu, except it's upper.
And you've been training for about
And
3
I've been
years.
training for no,
Oh,
4.
Kim and Nora, what are your fighting qualifications?
I've watched West Side Story.
West Side.
I can grow my nails long enough to claw people.
Nice.
I
Scratch Kung Fu. Okay.
Basically, that mechanic is what we're using. So, and the reason why is the back of the hand, because when he pulls and cut, I can still function. If it's this way, when he pull, that is your veins and arteries. Okay, so from here, so when I go from here, 1 and back, this is the basics, which is the basic entry 4 that we were talking about. And so the more we practice this, the faster the hand gets, which means, so watch from here, 1, 2, 1, now anytime the blade goes there, now it speeds up.
That just looks like a cat fight.
Okay? What it does, it teaches the other person to speed his hand up. So that when that happens, this is just what we call sensitivity drill. The sensitivity drill will allow us to know where is that blade at all time. But because of our methodology and our concept that it's offense, counter-offense, re-counter-offense, defense is the other guy's problem. So if he thrusts to me, I was offensive, now I can take care of that back, now it's my turn. Okay, so basically our goal is to be offensive, counter-offensive, re-counter-offensive. When you play defense, if I play defense on here, he comes over here, I play defense, chances are I will get cut. So when you're offensive from the beginning, see, it allows you to be able to do what you need, use the person as a shield, and back.
Well, Judo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are grappling arts, martial arts, so they don't involve striking at all, like kicking, punching, knees, elbows. It's all
Taekwondo,
just
kickboxing. No.
it's all just grappling. It's focused on submissions and jiu-jitsu, right? And controlling your opponent on the ground, essentially, bringing him to the ground and controlling him.
So judo focuses more on tachiwaza, which is upper work, and that means that the things that you do in judo to get them to the ground, that's what or the things that you do in jiu-jitsu to get them to the ground, that's what we focus on in judo.
You know, in relation to this video, I've never done any sort of knife defense or weapons defense, so I'm far from an expert on that. But I will say, I have seen sort of videos and demonstrations of people using markers instead of knives, and like white t-shirts and stuff, and then you have like a reel, right? And
Right.
then you look afterwards and you see like where you would have been hit with a knife.
Right.
And it's crazy to see, even with trained people. Like, it's incredibly hard to defend against a knife. But that said, you know, it looked impressive.
I think that's why the guy said if you're defending in a knife fight.
You're
Yeah.
already lost.
So basically our goal is to be offensive, counter-offensive, re-counter-offensive. When you play defense, if I play defense on here, he comes over here, I play defense, chances are I will get cut.
You're already lost. You have to take the initiative.
But in terms of like the stick fighting aspect of things, that actually has there was a group of guys, did they call themselves the Dog Brothers or something? But they would have these huge gatherings of people where you come with basically like gloves and helmets, and then they just like beat the crap out of each other with sticks. And it's wild to see.
Oh dear.
And the and the jiu-jitsu community, especially back then in the 90s, was involved in that too, because it was like a real type of fighting, and that's what people were interested in, and you know, and to see how effective what they had trained would work in a situation like that. But if you ever watch some of those videos of their, you know, gatherings, I think they call them, they're absolutely insane. They're incredibly brutal. I can't believe people actually volunteered to do that. But,
Interesting.
yeah.
One thing our viewers should know, that the family, not only are they fighters, but they're also artists. The other side of the couch.
Lovers.
Oh, and Zoe as well.
Lovers.
Lovers.